What is up, YouTube, fish tube, and fish fam? This is Rob with DeFreese Aquariums, and yes, I'm back after a bit of a hiatus with a lot of stuff going on in the personal off-lens life. Really took a lot of the free time, but I am back finally. And today I'm bringing you the Titan Industrial Rack from DeWalt. This turned out, or was going to turn out to be, a really long-winded video, so I kind of trimmed out or edited out the actual building. There's a couple pieces where you'll see it semi-complete up to completed. At the end of the video, you'll actually see what I did with the rack after the last picture, since I've had it up for a little while now. But this rack was actually incredible. The backstory is I went to Home Depot to look for a rack because I got tired, as you'll see, of stuff everywhere. So I watched a lot of your videos, and I went out and I looked at the Husky rack. I looked at the Husky rack, and a few other ones I can't think of the names offhand, at Lowe's and at Home Depot, and I was pricing them. And my concern was some of the bowing and flexing that I had seen. At my previous job, we had one of the racks, and you could actually flex the front steel. We were putting heavy parts on this. It was holding, so, but I did see some of the steel start to tear or split. Some of the racks were starting to bend and bow. Now, I don't know if I would push the rack that far. This rack, I pushed, and I'm probably not done pushing it. The actual design of this rack is 1,500 pounds capacity per shelf. Solid steel front span girders. There are actually, which unfortunately somewhere I lost the actual still shots of the makeup of the shelf holder. What there are there little steel braces that drop down into the frame and go from the front to the back of the frame that actually support this mylar or pressure or particle board covered. So at least now, when I'm giving you this video, I can speak from experience, because we have since set up a sorority tank with the help of a few of the Fish Fam members, Simply Betta and Kesha, our creative pets. And we finally got it up and running. And what had happened was, in the bottom of the tank, which you'll see at the end of the video and sort of still in a box on the floor, was that the air wand that I had at the bottom was bubbling up, doing its job, but it was actually dripping. As the bubbles were breaking, it was settling on the top of the tank. So what had actually happened too was, I don't know if it was when I was filling it, I spilled water over the back, didn't realize it. It basically sat there and dried. It wasn't until the weather changed and we're going into cooler weather, cleaning out my registers before turning the heat on. So there was nothing there but a little water stained. I sprayed some cleaner on it and off it came. So as far as normal particle board, you don't have to worry about this board getting wet and swelling and then eventually decaying and dropping your tank through your stand or your rack or whatever the case may be. So it does have some nice features. It does come semi-built, and I think it's a really great rack. It is customizable, as you're going to see in the shots following my rant right here. You can conform it to different things. As you're going to see in my video, the way that I did it was I just went up the various shelves. But you can do two shelves, and then a big shelf across the middle for your showcase tank. So folks, I think I've babbled enough. Stay tuned and check out the DeWalt Titanium Industrial Rack. This is like the man's rack or woman's rack type rack. And no, it's not made by Binford. Now, you young folks are probably going, what in the hell is he talking about, Binford, and making grunting noises? For those of you who get it, I hope you got a laugh. Stay tuned. Check out the DeWalt rack. This thing is a beast. So now that this is built, I've got to clean this and this and that and move that so that I can get to that. So, any rate, there you have it. That's a 10-gallon from Aquatic Experience. There's another 10 behind it. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. 10-gallon pea puffer tank, which is going to go on here. Then I've got the 20 high, and then out in the shed I have a couple more, and then I have my betta tank, shrimp tank that I'm thinking about moving in here. So that's it, folks. For 99 bucks, I think it's a steal. It's definitely a solid shelf, protected particle board, safety locks to keep the shelves from popping up. You can't beat it, you know. And then you have the ability to stack on and go up 3 more. Safety Z braces on each side, and it's painted well. My deck definitely, you know, dinged some pieces and stuff, and the paint didn't come off. I would almost say it's a baked on paint. Plastic covers on the connections there. Caps to protect the top, pins to keep it from coming out. Pretty solid unit, DeWalt. I said these are partially assembled, so you also have these which will go on there as well and complete the entire look. So as I mentioned about the safety of this shelf, they supply the necessary parts to mount this up against the wall. So I figure I'd give you a quick view because it's not something I'm going to use. You can see the various tools or the pieces that they send you to make the clip. As I showed you how the pins drop in and hold it. If you want to go up, they give you the necessary piece to tie that in to go up to 6. And then what I thought was cool is the various configurations you can do. You can take this one, put it over here, have 3, 2, and then drop this one to the middle for your showcase tank, and then your other little nano tanks or whatever other tanks you want to put there. Comes with a 1-year warranty, 90-day money-back guarantee. The manual, which really you don't need, but comes in 3 different languages, so it's 3 different books, so you don't have to fish around looking for whatever language it is. And that's going to take the place of this mess over here, so that I can get my pea puffer community tank off of that, get the 10-gallon setup that's there. I got another one there I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, and then I'm going to put the 20 up on top of here and finish this up. Sorry about the mess, but it'll be nice. It will come out to probably about here, and then that way I can get my router up off of the boxes and get this all organized and cleaned back up, and then get these going, as well as the
tanks that are out in my dining room. So let me put the final shelf on, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. So now that it's done, I get to clean up the mess that I showed you and get these tanks moved and start enjoying this new stand. But like I said in the beginning of the video, it is yellow. So, I mean, some people, if you're doing it in the garage, this looks cool. If you're doing it in your basement, it looks cool. If you're doing it in your wife or husband's dining room, it's a 50-50 shot. They may or may not like it. But it's definitely a good shelf. If you can find it at 99 bucks, I'd say grab it. It is sturdy, it's well made, and for the price you can't beat it. And with a 1,400 pound shelf capacity, you can't go wrong. And it definitely has expandability to take it from 3 to 6 foot shelf, or 6 shelf high, or spread it out and, you know, showcase your show tank in between your other tanks. So it is, again, the DeWalt in Titan Industrial Rack 4 foot 3 shelf, model DXST David X-Ray Sam Thomas 4500. So if you're looking it up, and that's all the information. And folks, thanks for watching. Now I got to start cleaning up and trying to get this water levels dropped and get these tanks moved. I certainly appreciate you stopping by, taking some time out of your day to spend with me. And again, God bless. Keep those sleeves wet. This is DeFreese Aquariums. Peace.